Students, today's topic is the passive voice of past indefinite tense. Active, and we are going to discuss active and passive voice of past indefinite tense. Last time we discussed simple past or past indefinite, the active voice tenses of past indefinite. Today is the turn of passive voice. For this, first of all, we will see what is the voice change. After that, its kinds, then its formula structure and its sentences. Voice change. What is voice? Voice is a kind of Voice is a kind of form that shows the domination of a subject or an object. Or, voice is the form of the verb which indicates whether the subject does the work or something has been done. Kinds of voice. There are two kinds of voice. There are two kinds of voice: active voice and passive voice. You know, in active voice, the subject is to address, and in passive voice, the object is to address. This is the definition, this is the difference between active and passive voice. In active voice, the subject is to address, and in passive voice, the object is to address. Some formulas or structures are mentioned here. You can see, girls, types of sentences: positive, negative, or interrogative sentences. Rules of making past indefinite tense active voice and rules of converting past indefinite tense active voice into passive voice. In active voice, subject, first of all, we used to write subject, then second form of verb, object, then full stop. To convert into passive voice, the formula is convert object to subject, then we use helping form of helping verbs was or were, then third form of verbs, then by convert subject to object or remaining part. In negative sentences, subject then did not, first form of verb, object, and full stop, as I last time told you. In the rule of passive voice, we will convert our object into subject, then the use of was and were. After that, not. This is the identification of, negative sentence. Then third form of verb or past participle. Then by. By is also according to the passive voice, that according to the rule we use by. Then convert subject to object, mean to say subject will be changed into object or object will be changed into subject, then remaining part. Interrogative sentences in active voice, did plus subject, first form of verb and object plus question mark. We have discussed last time. Today's topic is past indefinite passive voice, and the formula is was were. We will write in the beginning of the sentence, then object to subject, then third form of verb or past participle by, and convert subject to object, then if there is no remaining part, then question mark. Clear? Examples are here for rules for simple past or active voice into passive voice. We use second form of verb in active voice in simple sentence, or in passive voice. Thus, as I last time here I told you, we use was were, then third form of verb, the basic part of the sentence. Examples are here, whether will we write was or verb, or what is the use of was or were. Examples: click, girls clicked selfie. This is the formation of active voice of a simple past tense or past indefinite, and the passive voice is selfie. As you can see, selfie is the object, and in passive voice we will convert the object into subject, that is selfie. Now the subject, the relevant subject is selfie according to selfie, because this is singular, that's why we will write here was. Then past participle, this is called third form of verb, then by and girl, that is in active voice that was the a subject, and in passive voice that will become object. Girls clicked selfie. Again the difference is here selfie, that is the relevant, that is the basic. Now subject selfie, according to selfie, because this is a singular, that's why we'll write here was, then third form of verb or past participle by, and girls, that was the subject of in active voice, and in passive voice that is object. The difference is here, I want to tell you, girls clicked selfies. Girls as in plural form and selfies in plural form. This is the confusion. And to remove the confusion, selfies, the relevant, the basic, the new subject, that is selfies, according to selfies. Selfies, that is plural form, that's why we will write here were, not was. Selfies were clicked by girls. Clear, girls? This is the difference between was and were. Now come towards the past in simple past tense or active into passive voice. Again, there are certain there are examples. You can see he bought a car. He bought a car. He, that is subject in active voice, then bought second form of verb of past indefinite or simple past, a car, that is object. And in passive voice we will write here a car, that is the subject, according to a car, that is singular, that's why we will write here was, then bought third form of verb, here is it is used in active voice for second form of verb, and in passive voice we will use here as a third form of verb or past participle by, then him, that is the objective case, that as I last time in last class I told you, the personal pronouns, the changings of personal pronouns, well. So he will be changed into the objective case of he, that is him. Clear? He did not buy a car. A car was not, this is the negative formation of sentence, a car was not bought by him, that is the him is the objective case of he. Then affirmative or positive, negative, then is the turn, now is the turn of interrogative. Did he buy a car? And we will use here was a car bought by him, then question mark, that is simple, there is no any confusion. She decorated the walls. The walls were decorated by her. Her is the objective case of she. The wall in active voice, that was object, and in passive voice the wall is the walls. The walls is a subject. Then it is in plural form walls. This is not single wall. We are talking about the walls. That's why we'll write here were, then decorated third form of verb or past participle, according to formula we will write here by, then the objective case of she, that is her. I helped them, this is the objective case them of they. So the subjective case of them is they are in plural form, that's why we will write here were. Helped third form of verb or past participle, then by, and me, the objective case of I is me. So that was the topic of today. Hope so you got it. If you have any confusion, you may ask.